Your last season was incredible. You won the first 6 out of 7 races. Do you think you can do the same thing again?
It'd be nice, wouldn't it? I'm not sure it's going to be quite like that for anyone this season. Looking at testing, it's very difficult to take anything from testing, really, but if you look at it, you'd say that there are 4 teams that are very competitive, maybe even 5. So I think you're going to have a different winner every race at the start of the year.
Who's your biggest threat?
Biggest threat?
Lewis.
It's a difficult one. I mean, there are lots of very competitive teams and drivers out there. You know, I think that obviously my teammate is in the same car as me, Lewis, also a world champion, will be very competitive. You will have Michael Schumacher in the Mercedes along with Nico Rosberg.
And do you think he's still got what it takes at 41?
Yeah, he definitely has. You know, he wouldn't be racing if he didn't think he was still competitive. So Michael will be quick for sure. And you're also going to have the 2 Ferrari drivers, Fernando Alonso, a double world champion, and Felipe missed out on the championship alongside, against Lewis by 1 point. So you got a lot of top drivers out there that are going to be fighting at the front, and it's great for the sport and it's great for us. It's so much more exciting when you have some really good cars at the front fighting it out. No
regrets about switching then?
No regrets.
None.
I mean, it's always going to be a difficult decision when you've been with the team for 7 years and you've won the world championship with that team. But I needed a new challenge, and I needed to take myself out of my comfort zone, and that's exactly what I did. I came to the Vodafone McLaren Mercedes team, and I fitted in really well here. You never know what it's going to be like because change is difficult for us, but I've really enjoyed it, and I really feel ready for the first race.
2 world champions in one team, is it big enough? And how easy is it to be mates with someone who's your rival? Do you hang out?
We don't need to be mates, really. I don't think, but we get on well, and we work well together, and that's the most important thing. I don't see Lewis unless we're testing, or at races. We've been to dinner a couple of times, but it's mostly because we've been at events together. So I get on well with Lewis, and that's it's nice. But the most important thing is that we work together well, and we understand each other, and we both have a lot of experience in F1.
And are you working together well? Have you found?
Yeah, in testing we spent some time together, and we both sit in on the meetings and the debriefs after testing, and we both got good input. It's good to have someone as a teammate that has input. Yeah. It's always difficult when you give feedback and your teammate doesn't. So we both give good feedback, and we have good ideas as well. So
we've got a little game we're going to play. See how well you know Lewis. Lewis went on Blue Peter racing a remote-controlled car. How many Blue Peter badges does he have? 2 or 3?
He can't have more than me.
How many have you got?
I think I've got 2 and a gold one, so 3 I've got.
And how many, Lewis?
He's probably got the same then.
He's got 3? Yeah, you are right. Like you, Lewis likes his football, but which football team does Lewis support, Arsenal or Tottenham?
I reckon Arsenal.
And you're right. What is Lewis's greatest fear? Being eaten alive by a great white shark or getting stuck in a lift?
I don't think he likes the sea. I'd say a shark.
Yeah, you're right. Lewis played football in his school team alongside a current England international. Was it Theo Walcott or Ashley Young?
Theo Walcott's too young. Ashley Young.
I like your style. You don't actually know, but your guesses are pretty good.
Yeah,
you've got them all right. OK, I've got some random questions now from the team and from the listeners. What's your favourite soup?
Favourite soup?
Yeah.
I tell you what, there's one soup that I can make, and that's broccoli and Stilton soup. Not very healthy, but I tell you what, I can make a mean broccoli and Stilton soup.
Very nice.
Yep.
Who do you reckon's going to win the World Cup? This is Rachel's question.
Who's going to win the World Cup? What a silly question. It's going to be England, isn't it?
This is from Chris. Who's going to win League One, Norwich or Leeds?
Wouldn't have a clue.
No, fine.
I'm not about. I've got everything else right, so let's put some money on it. Yeah. Right. Let's go with Leeds.
Leeds, OK, he'll like that. Tiny Temper, have you heard of Tiny Temper?
No.
To tell you some of his lyrics, he says, I live a very, very, very wild lifestyle. Heidi and Audrina eat your heart out. I used to listen to You Don't Want to Bring Arms House. I got so many clothes, I keep them in my aunt's house. Have you got so many clothes you need to store them at relatives?
I love that lyric. Yeah, I do have a lot of clothes, actually.
Do you?
Yeah. I spend, when I'm at home, I spend most of the time trying to empty my wardrobes to find space for new stuff, because I've just been shopping and I've loaded up with clothes. So I have so much new kit, you would not believe. I love it. I love new clothes.
Okay, this is one of my questions. Now, when you're racing, you've obviously got to drink quite a lot of water beforehand. If you're dying to go for a wee, what do you do?
Always a good question, this one. A lot of ex-racing drivers, when they were racing, they used to wee in the car. They used to just wee in their seat. I don't do that.
What's changed?
I can control my bladder.
Really?
I always have a wee before I get in the car. I always run off. You stop the car on the grid, you get out the car, go to the toilet, come back. I do that, and then I don't need to wee in the race. I can't imagine weeing yourself, can you?
No.
On purpose?
No, definitely not.